Hello everyone, my name is Apil Poudel. So today I'm here because I recently got 7.5 band in my IELTS exam, and today in this video I'm here to reveal you how I get to achieve that score. So if you are wondering how I achieved that score, I'm revealing you every methods I followed before my exam. So I'm sure that if I can score 7.5 band in IELTS exam, you can also get that score. But if you follow a specific plan and specific techniques and methods to study, I'm sure that you are going to achieve that score in your IELTS exam. If you ask many students who are studying IELTS, everyone believes that reading is very tough among all these four topics. So, but I got my highest band in reading, which is 8.5, and if you wonder how I tackle this toughest section in an remarkable way, so I'm here to help you how I get that score. So first of all, I would like to suggest you that don't get panic with those long passages, because those passages are just to make you confused. But what I specifically followed the technique is that I first of all used to be clear about the questions. If you are clear what the question is asking you, then I'm sure that you can find every answer in the passage. So don't get panic and don't hesitate if you get a long passage, difficult vocabulary. You shouldn't get panic. But first of all, be clear about what the question is asking. So apart from this, there is a lot of hard work. I did a lot of effort. I made a lot of investment while reading this IELTS. So in our institute, it was I'm very happy to reveal that the environment was very good. The instructor, the mentor was very friendly and cooperative, and he helped me throughout all the way. And I would like to reveal you that I studied for 6 hours a day in my library in my institute. There are a lot of books, Cambridge books and other books also, from which you can gather a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge. And apart from this, I used to watch movies, and I used to read newspaper articles. I used to read novels, from which my reading also get improved. So first of all, focus on improving your reading habit. So if you improve your reading habit, then I'm sure in a short time period also you can get a very good score. We students have a habit that if we find a difficult vocabulary while reading, we try to skip this. But I tackle this with a technique that if I find a difficult vocabulary while reading, I used to have my dictionary in my side, or I used to have my mobile in my side and search those words in the internet and wrote it down in my notes, so I could remember those difficult vocabulary, which will help me to understand the difficult passages that are given in IELTS exam. So first of all, don't skip the difficult vocabulary. You should go through that and understand it very carefully, because sometimes those same difficult vocabulary are repeated in some of the passages in IELTS exam. So please be careful about the vocabulary and try to focus on improving your vocabulary through reading different articles, as well as searching the meanings of difficult vocabularies through internet and through the use of dictionary, which will surely help you while you give the reading exam in IELTS. So let's talk about another section of IELTS exam, that is writing. So how I tackle this section, I'm going to reveal you this special method or technique that I followed during writing. So if you wonder that you can improve writing alone, then you are in a false belief. So if you want to improve writing, you should improve your reading too, because these both sections are very close related. all the 4 sections are actually related to each other. If you improve your reading, then you can improve your writing. If you can improve your writing, then you can improve your speaking too, because you get to learn more vocabulary during reading and as well as writing also. So I was not perfect in writing in the beginning, but I go through a different process. I came to practice more and more and more, and during my practice, during my daily test, I attended different daily tests in which my mentor, my instructor, guide me through whole process. He checked those writings in front of me, and he corrected my mistakes, and I made a lot of mistakes in the beginning. But the interesting thing is that I never repeated the mistake that I made once. So if you can if you can improve your mistakes, then I'm sure that you can improve your writing also. So for writing you shouldn't be panic with what the question is given. Be calm and read the question carefully, and always stick to the topic while writing your answer. Don't go out of the topic, and you shouldn't have to write a long paragraph or lots of pages. You can always write what is asked. For example, for task 1 you have to write at least 150 words. So if you can manage that 150 words in writing, then you can get a better scores. So always stick to the plan, stick to the topic, never go out of the context, and write very carefully. And first of all, you should always improve your handwriting also. If you have a habit of connecting words while writing, then it is sure that you will get low score. So please write very carefully and don't connect words while writing. So I practice a lot of, I used to get a daily test every day, come to my institute, give daily test, and submit it to my teacher, and he used to guide through my mistakes, and I learned through my mistakes and improved my reading in a long period of time. You cannot achieve this in just a short period of time. You have to go through a long process, a very specific process, without any hesitation and without any panic. Don't get to book your IELTS exam being panicked, because you can take your time and give your IELTS exam, so you can score a very good marks after you gave your exam. Okay, so we talked about reading and writing. Now let's move to the listening part. So many people find listening also very difficult because they don't understand the accent of native speaker. So how can you tackle this problem? I am going to reveal you this. You should always listen to the channels or documentaries that have British accent in it. So it is always difficult to understand the British accent because we are not the native speaker. So if you wonder how I came to tackle this problem, I have a I was always interested toward documentaries. I used to watch a lot of documentaries in National Geographies and Animal Planet. I used to listen to BBC channel and listen their news, because they are all native speakers and they use British accent. So first of all, listening doesn't mean only we should hear what they speak. We should understand what they speak. If you came to understand what they speak, I'm sure you are going to do better even what I did. So first of all, understand what they speak. So we students have a habit while listening that we only focus on the answer. We only focus on the answer part. For example, if there is a fill in the blanks given, we only focused on the blank part. We skip the part before the blank and after the blank. So it will make you confused that what is the right answer. So if you can understand from the beginning to the end, then be 100% sure that you are going to get that answer very clean and very perfect. So first of all, develop your understanding apart from listening. So if you develop your understanding, then it is very easy to get the answer that the question is asking. So first of all, listen and then understand and then write your answer. So to improve this, first of all, you have to complete all the Cambridge listening courses. So after that, Cambridge listening courses is not only enough for getting a good marks. So apart from this, you can hear documentaries or hear news from BBCs, because they use very genuine British accent, which will always help you to get a good marks in your listening exam. We students take speaking as granted, but speaking is very critical for your IELTS exam and even for your career abroad, because speaking is necessary everywhere. For example, even if you go for your visa interview, you have to give a very good speaking there, and even if you go abroad and if you go for a job interview, you have to give speaking, and you should be very fluent and very good in speaking. So never take this section or subject for granted, okay? Because if you speak very well, I'm sure you can get a good score in IELTS exam also. For most of the students get lower marks in IELTS because their speaking is not very good. They get low score in speaking, which actually decline their marks. But you can improve in a very easy way in speaking. In speaking, if you talk with joy, if you talk with calm and composed manner, then you are tend to get more score. So never get hesitate while the examiner asks you some questions. You keep going answering the question that the examiner asks you. So first of all, to improve your speaking, you can do many practices, okay? So first of all, you should have a good mentor or a good instructor, because without a good instructor or mentor, you are not going to achieve this remarkable mark, okay? So first of all, be with a good mentor. So he's going to suggest you and help you in your mistakes and improve your speaking. So first of all, you can speak with your friends. So even if you don't have friends, you can practice it alone. I'm going to share you my experience. I used to come to my institution library and stay there, and I used to record my own voice in my mobile phone, and I used to hear those voice how I speak. By this way also, I improved a lot. I get to know my mistakes, I get to know my grammatical errors in my speaking, and I also improved my vocabulary, where I should use specific words. I get to know these things. If you practice yourself, you get to know more, you get to improve more. So self practice is very important in speaking. So first of all, avoid the mentality that speaking is very tough. Take it easy, be calm and be composed, and try to practice more so you can improve your speaking. And during the exam, don't get panic. The examiner is not going to ask you tough questions. You have listened to different YouTube channels or different instructors who are not trained and who are not genuine certified British language trainer. They tell you that they are going to ask you tough questions, questions about technology or anything. No, they are going to ask you the question of your general knowledge, like for example, your favorite books, your favorite movie, what the food you like, your tradition in your country. A simple question, general knowledge question. We can answer any question they ask. So don't get panic that they are going to ask you tough questions. They are not going to ask you tough questions because they want you to speak more. They are going to judge how you speak, not about your knowledge. So first of all, take it easy. They are not going to ask you tough question. So question will be very easy, but you should stick to the questions. So if you stick to the questions and keep answering those questions, then I think you are going to get a very good marks in speaking. So one thing I would like to add about speaking here, because it is very important. So here we have two types of education. One is English medium and one is Nepali medium in our country. Similarly, in India, there is one Hindi medium and then there is English medium. So those who are coming from English medium, they don't have much problem because they can speak they can speak very good in speaking. But the problem is the students from the students from the Nepali medium in Nepal and Hindi medium in India. So problem is here. So here I would like to give you an example. So if you want to learn swimming, then you have to go to the water. So if you stay outside in the land and wonder that if I can swim, then it is obvious that you can never learn swimming. So what I meant here is, if you are from Nepali medium or Hindi medium, you can learn speaking very good. But what you should do is, you should do a lot of hard work. You should practice and practice and practice until you can't speak a very good English. So first of all, practice a lot. So it is not an impossible task. Everyone can speak. If you can speak Nepali or Hindi, you can obviously English. It is not a very tough subject, but what it needs is a lot of hard work and motivation. So don't get panic that you are going to achieve it. So it might take a little time, but don't get hesitate or don't get panic or don't get nervous. I'm sure that you are going to achieve it, and you will also achieve it, I promise, because if you practice, then you can achieve everything. Nothing is impossible, and this is just a language, and we human can learn languages. It is matter of practice only. So if you practice a lot, then I'm sure that everyone can success in speaking also. Okay, so if you have watched this video till the end, I hope that you have got some knowledge and got some idea about how to tackle this IELTS examination. And first at last, I would like to suggest you that it is very necessary for you to find a very good institute. So if you find a good institute, and then if you find a good mentor, good instructor, a genuine teacher, a certified teacher, then I'm sure that your score is going up higher than you expected, because those people are going to help you throughout your examination, throughout your practice, throughout your all of the session. Because the good institution have good facilities, they have good services, they have good libraries, they have sufficient books, and a good mentor is always there to help you. He will never get bored to help you. He will always help you throughout your mistakes, throughout your trouble, and help to boost your confidence as well. So at last, while giving your IELTS exam, so while you are going to give your IELTS exam, please listen this very carefully, because this is going to help you a lot. Because first of all, don't get panic. Okay, I know this is your career exam. It is like your career exam. This exam will define your career. It is a very serious exam, but don't get serious or don't get panic. Be calm, be composed. So practice a lot. If you practice a lot, then you will have a self-confidence, because you know the things, you know how to do the things. So if you know how to do the things, then you are not going to do wrong. You will obviously do right in your exam. So get composed, get calm, and be very, very comfortable while giving your exam, and focus on practicing more, because hard work is necessary to achieve a good marks in IELTS. Practice a lot, read a lot of books, okay, listen to the Cambridge courses and a lot of interviews and BBC News, and give daily test in your institution. If you don't have institution which give you daily test, you can ignore them. Come to this institution. For example, I have been reading in Miracle Institute. It is located in Pokhara, Chipledunga. So if you came here, I'm sure that you are going to achieve the score you desire, because they have a very special technique, very special system of teaching students. So give daily test. Okay, give mock test regularly, because giving mock test will make you familiar with the examination. So they have the system here that they give the mock test in a way that is similar to the exam that you give in your IELTS exam. This will obviously boost your confidence and make familiar with the examination that you are going to give in your IELTS exam. So at last, you should find a genuine teacher, a genuine institute, and do a lot of hard work. Then I'm sure that you are going to achieve the score you desire.